I shouldn't be making this video. I think that it's bad that I am, and something I need to address and talk about to you today. And I think it's a really important message and something that a lot of businesses are missing out on, and aspiring entrepreneurs are missing out on especially. But I think it's a real big shame that it's something that, I've noticed and something I need to talk about. And the one thing is just not caring about customers. It's just when you see businesses, they want to increase their price and do all of these things, and they know that they're just doing the bare minimum for their customers. And I understand that businesses sometimes may increase their prices, and that's absolutely fair if the value is unexplainably good for the price that's being charged. And it's not all about the price and the financial side of things of a business. And that's why I wanted to talk to you today in this video about is that when you're running a business, it's not just about the finances side of things. And maybe you're an investor or someone like that. And if that's the case, then maybe you do look more to the finance side of things, especially if you're not running the business yourself, you're looking to invest and that kind of thing. I can totally understand that. I'm not trying to exclude finances from business here at all, because that's what people look at when trying to invest or go bigger and do bigger plays with these businesses. But what it is that when businesses are just trying to provide an average result, or they don't really care about their customers at all or their clients, they don't try and do the absolute best for them. I think that's the biggest shame, and that's the biggest thing that many businesses all across the world just do wrong. They don't care about their customers enough. They need to, and when I say care about their customers, it's in the way that you constantly trying to get the best results for them, constantly trying to find new ways to make things work or get better with them, help grow their business, or whatever their main idea is that you're providing your service for them or selling your product to them for. And I'm not saying that you should never increase your prices, like the example I mentioned earlier. Price increases do happen, and we see them all the time in business. And it's just something that, if the value's there, if it is absolutely amazing value and the customers are getting the best results out of it, and the satisfaction rates are absolutely massive, and the results are going to be absolutely amazing, then the price is relative to the value that you give. So if you really care about your business in particular, you've got to care about your customers, your clients, because they both go hand in hand. You're only in business because of your clients, because of your customers, people that are interested in trying to work with you, grow with you, understand the way you do things. And so when you're trying to just put the price up, provide an average result, and just do the bare minimum and hope that the next month they pay the monthly retainer once again, that's not the way to go. And I think that that's something that I have really instilled into me. It's all about client satisfaction. I talk about it all the time on here. It's something that is super important, and probably the most important thing to me when I'm thinking about running my agency. And I haven't yet made much progress with the agency at all, really, but I think it's one of the foundations of things that I think about all the time that will carry me forward in the future, because I care about clients and customers and getting the best results we possibly can for them. And all of those ideas, it is just a really important and just thing you can't miss. You can't not care about your customers. You can't just, charge £2,000 per month for your services or for your product one off, and then just be surprised why people aren't happy with what you're providing, or if you're not doing regular check-ins, trying to get things moving and update things, and do all the things you just need to do to care about your customers properly and actually take them into account in the way that fits your business and fits them even better, because you're trying to get the best results for them. And I've been seeing this recently when I'm cold calling. I'm cold calling businesses and trying to get people interested in the agency services, and trying to grow through cold calling mainly. And the response I get from them is just, there's many people and many business owners that just aren't that bothered about the potential and about the way the business could go. I hope that makes sense. It's just that there's just no passion. I cold call and people just don't care about the businesses. They don't care about trying to do the best that they possibly can and take it as far as they possibly can. And that's the thing I think is lacking just everywhere you look. And many people do have it, but there's a lot that don't have it as well. It's all about there's not enough passion. People don't want to grow their business. They don't get excited by it. They're not dedicated to it. Even if it doesn't make you feel super happy every day that you have to do cold calls or emails or Instagram DMs or even service delivery, if that doesn't fill you with joy, but you know it's something that you have to do that's right for your customer, your client, the people you're trying to work with, then that's why and that's the reason you do it. So just go ahead and do it. It's so important. If you don't have client satisfaction, if you don't have happy customers, then the rest of it is honestly pointless. It means nothing if your customers aren't happy. They're the only reason you're in business, so why not treat them with the most respect, try and get them the best results you can. And that's where I think a lot of people and a lot of businesses in particular are missing. It's not always about the finances, and finances really do come into it. I know it plays a massive part in it, and that's something you have to look at as well. But for this video, and for the main idea is that there's not enough passion, people don't care. And that's where it all goes wrong. That's why you lose your clients. So that's why people aren't sticking with you or trying to come back to you by contacting you for some help and then, wanting to work with you in the future or all those ideas. If you've previously, and I'm talking to people now that have specifically already had clients, lost loads of clients, and are trying to find a new way to gain clients but also keep them at the same time. I think that if you actually provided your service in a really good way, you constantly tried to adapt with their company or make new ad creatives or optimize for SEO, whatever you're doing for them. If you're constantly trying to get the next best result, constantly trying to update things or have video calls with them, talking to them about these things, and you may not even want to include any of the ideas that I've said in this video. You may not want to use anything that I've said, but if there's a way that you can make your customers happy, get the best results for them, then do that, because that's the right thing for your business, the way you want to move forward and the way you want to grow it in the future. And you can only get so far when you just care about the finances, you just care about putting your prices up and just care about charging for the next month. You will get to a whole new level if you start to care, if you start to want to get the best results you can for your business or for your clients, and take it down that route rather than, how many more clients can I sign? Focus on the clients you've got right now, get them excellent results, do the best you can for them, and then focus on scaling and trying to grow and make the business bigger. And another example to go alongside the people don't have enough passion for their business is that yesterday I was meant to hop onto 2 video calls, well 3, but we rescheduled one for another day, or we're going to in the future. But 2 of them were just no-shows and they never contacted me back. And it's not the fact that it's a no-show, and obviously a no-show is not great, it's not what you try and optimize for. But the fact that, we tried to grow the business or book a call to talk about how we can grow it and that kind of thing, it's just a shame that the people don't show up, because it shows that they're not that passionate about growing it. And I would like to think about it in this way. If you were super keen and super passionate to grow your business and you'd booked a call to try and do that thing, run ads, sell more things or that kind of thing, grow it in a way that is just focused on the finance side of things, I think that's where the shame comes in. The shame comes in because people book the calls just to talk about, selling more products or getting new coaching clients or anything like that. But when you focus on working with the clients you currently have, and I get that when we're talking about ad spend and cost per acquisition and view rate, it's all about the numbers then when you're looking at the Facebook ad analytics, but specifically when trying to grow the business, rather than just growing it with Facebook ads, focus on the people you've got now, work on those, and then when you're getting them excellent results, getting them the best thing you possibly can, then focus on scaling, thinking to move forward and, get it bigger. But I hope that made sense. I think that was a bit of a brain dump there, but just focus on your clients, actually care about them, try and get the best results you can for them first, and then focus on scaling. And so the no-shows that happened last night, it just shows that they're not passionate about growing their business, because if it was the thing that was at the forefront of their mind, the thing that they wanted to do, you know, with all of their heart, all of their intention and passion, then they would have hopped onto the call at least to see what it could look like or see what could happen next. But that was kind of the main point of the video. It's just that there are too many people that don't have enough passion or don't actually care about what they're doing. And I think that's where it all goes wrong. I think that's the one thing you need to have and you need to do. And when I say have passion and see it moving forward, it's not always enjoying it and, you know, it makes you feel super happy to do cold outreach. You know, that there will be days you don't want to do it, don't feel like it, but it's all about knowing what you want and what you want to get for your customers in the future as well. And so that's the point I wanted to leave you with. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching. Remember to take it one step at a time, and I'll catch you in the next one.